Welcome back to the Caribou Data Science channel. Today is November 10th, 2020. I'm getting ready to run my COVID-19 analysis for the U.S. right now, so let's go ahead and run these numbers and see exactly what's going on. U.S. has certainly continued to struggle with cases, although COVID-19 deaths is actually remaining relatively low. So as you can see here, there's 34,273 cases per day on average, 928 deaths per day on average, and an average and a mortality rate of 3.18%. But if we take a look at this mortality rate, this is what I want you to see, because this is a 3.1% line, okay? This is a 3.1%. Look at all the days when the mortality rate was below the average, okay? Now let's take a look at the cases. Well, this should be no surprise. You can see that the cases are continuing to climb upward. This appears to be a massive spike here. But the question still remains: if this is the 17 to 21 day mortality incubation period between infection and death, then where are the deaths associated with all? We know where these deaths here are because there's a massive spike in death back in April. But where's all the deaths associated with this spike? Okay, because if we take a look, there's nothing here. This is unless you go see this speed bump here came from this huge spike here. But as you can see, even as cases climb, deaths are remaining fairly low. Now, yes, the average is approaching 1,000 per day, but still, that's not even remotely close to this average or this average here. Okay? Again, now we zoom in. Again, this is the 17 to 21 day uh, mortality rate. This 17 to 21 days comes from Washington University's Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation. So the question is, if these are beyond the 21-day period, where are all the deaths? We can zoom in here. You can see that there does appear to be that there was a slight speed bump here, but now this appears to maybe be leveling off. So it may in fact just be a speed bump like this one was, but less than this one here. Yeah. Look at cases by week. Yeah, we continue. This is the average cases per week. Yes, we continue to have this huge spike. When we look down here once again, look at all the weeks. This is the weekly average, the weekly number of deaths average. Look at all the weeks when the number of deaths was below the average. Okay, that's what I want you to focus on. I want you to focus on what we're doing right. So the question remains: why aren't deaths spiking? Now, some organizations, like Washington universities, are predicting a huge spike out here. A huge spike, even up as high as this back over here. Okay, well that remains to be seen. Uh, my working theory is that human nature doesn't change. Okay, the number of people wearing masks is isn't going to change. So therefore, the number of deaths should not change dramatically. All right, the mortality rate should not change dramatically because we've got the deaths under control at this point. Okay, this is monthly numbers, not particularly helpful. Cases, of course, deaths. Okay, so that takes care of the U.S. for today. So I'll be back in a minute to just with the next report. Thanks so much for your time. Catch you on the next report.